The rain fell hard that night. Inside a rusted, half-collapsed shed at the edge of a forgotten highway, Jack Monroe sat staring at the flickering flame of a small stove. He was a war veteran, a man who once carried honor on his chest and fire in his soul. But that was years ago, before the battlefield took his leg, before loneliness replaced the sound of gunfire, and before silence became his only companion. The walls of the shed groaned with every gust of wind. There was an old cot, a few broken tools, and a tiny stove that barely kept him warm. He wasn't living. He was surviving. Then one night everything changed. The deep roar of motorcycle engines echoed through the storm, a sound so raw it made the windows tremble. Jack leaned forward, peering through the cracked glass. Out on the road, he saw a dozen bikers, their headlights cutting through the rain, jackets drenched, their insignia glowing faintly in the lightning. Hell's Angels. Most people would have locked their doors. Jack didn't. He grabbed his crutch, pulled on his old military coat, and stepped into the rain. As he approached, the bikers looked up, half surprised, half guarded. Their leader, a tall, bearded man with cold eyes, called out, "Hey, old man, it's not safe out here." Jack shouted over the wind, "Neither's war. You boys need a wrench or a patch?" The man raised an eyebrow. "You got tools in that shed of yours?" Jack nodded. "Come on in. It's dry inside." Inside the shed, steam rose from their jackets as they squeezed in. Jack handed them old rags, poured them black coffee from a dented pot, and started looking at their damaged tire. The leader, Rex, watched him work. "You live out here all alone?" he asked. Jack didn't look up. "Got no one left. Just me, this shed, and some memories that don't fade." "War?" Rex asked quietly. Jack nodded. "Afghanistan. Lost a leg. Lost my brothers, too." For a moment, nobody spoke. Only the rain answered. Finally, Rex muttered, "You still stand taller than most men I know." Jack chuckled softly. "That's 'cause you're all sitting." The room filled with brief laughter, the kind that breaks walls. When the bike was fixed, Rex extended his hand. "You didn't have to help us, old man." Jack gripped it firmly. "Didn't have to, no. But I wanted to." Rex gave a nod of respect. "We owe you one." Jack shook his head. "Nobody owes me anything, son." And just like that, the bikers rode off into the night. Jack didn't know it yet, but that small act of kindness would echo louder than any gunfire he had ever heard. 2 weeks passed. The days blurred together. Jack continued his quiet, lonely routine, fixing fences, carving wood, drinking instant coffee that tasted like rust. Then one morning, he woke up to a sound that made his heart jump. Not one bike this time, but hundreds. The air trembled with the thunder of engines. Jack limped to the door, confused, and what he saw made him freeze. Nearly 900 bikers stood on the dirt road in front of his shed. Leather jackets. Chrome bikes. The Hell's Angels emblem shining in the sunlight. Rex stepped forward, his smile wide. "Morning, soldier. Remember when I said we owe you one?" Jack blinked. "What's going on?" Rex turned to his crew and shouted, "Let's build it, boys." From the trucks behind them, they started unloading wood, metal sheets, paint, electric tools, bricks, everything needed to build something. Jack hobbled forward, stunned. "Wait, what are you doing?" Rex looked at him. "You fixed our bike, gave us shelter, treated us like men. We are not monsters. We're building you a workshop, a real one." Jack's voice trembled. "You don't have to do this." Rex put a hand on his shoulder. "We don't do it 'cause we have to, old man. We do it 'cause it's right." Over the next few days, that old broken shed became the center of something beautiful. Bikers, veterans, locals, everyone joined in. They built walls, painted them bright, installed lights, even brought in a new stove. And when it was done, a wooden sign hung proudly above the door. Jack's Garage and the Vet Who Never Gave Up. When the shop opened, the whole town came to see. Some were shocked. "The Hell's Angels did this?" they whispered. Rex just smiled and said, "Respect goes both ways." Jack's hands trembled as he opened the shop that first morning. It felt like breathing after years underwater. The same hands that once held a rifle were now building, fixing, creating again. Soon customers started coming. Old cars, broken bikes, worn-out tools. Jack fixed them all. He'd always say, "Things aren't broken forever. They just need a little time and care." Same as people. One day, a local reporter visited. His story went viral. The headline read, "Biker Gang Helps Disabled Veteran Build His Own Business." When the journalist asked Jack, "What made you trust them?" Jack smiled and said, "Uniforms don't define good or bad, hearts do. I saw brothers in them, not bikers." That single quote spread across the internet like wildfire. People started sending letters, donations, even visiting the garage to meet him. But Jack never changed. Same coffee, same smile, same quiet gratitude. Months later, Rex showed up again, this time alone. His face was heavy. Jack noticed immediately. "What's wrong, son?" Rex sighed. "One of our brothers died last week. Accident on the highway." Jack placed his hand on Rex's shoulder. "I know that pain too well." Rex nodded. "He was going to get his bike painted here. Said you make old things look new." Jack smiled sadly. "Then let's do it for him anyway." Together they restored that bike from scratch. Polished the chrome, painted the tank, fixed the engine. When it was done, Jack painted words across the gas tank. "Ride forever, brother." Rex's voice broke a little. "You know, old man, you gave us something no one ever did, and dignity." Jack replied softly. "And you gave me something I thought I lost forever, purpose." The garage didn't just repair machines anymore, but it repaired people. Veterans started visiting. Bikers brought their families, and soon Jack founded a small community program called Vets and Wheels. Every weekend, soldiers and bikers worked side by side, fixing engines, sharing stories, healing silently together. Jack would often tell newcomers, "Men who fight wars and men who ride roads both know what freedom costs. Both understand pain, and both deserve respect." Outside his garage there was now a hand-painted sign with words that became his motto. "Kindness is the loudest engine." Years passed. Jack's hair turned silver, but his eyes stayed sharp. His shop never closed, and every year the Hells Angels visited, bringing food, music, laughter. They'd sit around a fire, talk about the old days, and drink coffee out of steel mugs. Rex once asked him, "You ever think about leaving this place?" Jack smiled, looking at the stars. "Why would I leave heaven after I've already been through hell?" The engines roared again that night, fading into the distance. But their echo stayed behind, carved into the heart of every man who'd ever felt lost. Because sometimes, the smallest act of kindness can rebuild an entire life.